Today our topic is linked list. Before learning this video, please learn our previous videos on linked list of this series. Then this video will be more clear for you. We already learned in our previous video there are three types of linked list: singly linked list, circular linked list and doubly linked list. We already learned many operations on singly linked list and circular linked list. Today we will learn operations on doubly linked list. In our previous video, we already learned what is doubly linked list. Doubly linked list is a type of linked list in which each node, apart from storing its data, has two links. The first link points to the previous node in the list and the second link points to the next node in the list. The left field of the first node contains null and the right field of the last node contains null. Then it is linear doubly linked list and the external pointer contains the address of the first node. These two links helps us to traverse the list in both backward and forward direction. Now we will learn different operations of linear doubly linked list. Our first operation is insert at the beginning of linear doubly linked list. First, see the discussion. Insert at the beginning of linear doubly linked list. This is one linear doubly linked list and I want to insert our newly created node at the beginning of this linked list. So function name is begin insert. I am passing the address of extptr, that is external pointer, or header, that is this 600, and the info of our newly created node. Say it is num. So num is an integer variable and ext is a variable. Ext is an address that can hold another address and that is the address of a node. So here ext is this 600, that is the address of external pointer. Struct node star p star q, p equal to star ext. Struct node star p star q means p can hold address of any node, q also can hold address of any node. P equal to star ext means value at ext, that is value at 600, that is 1000, p is 1000. So p is the address of our starting node. P holds the address of our starting node. Now first I have to create this node using malloc. So malloc allocate at the time of run struct node size memory chunk and it returns the initial address of this memory chunk to q. So what is the value of q? Q is the initial address of this node. So what is q arrow info? It is this num. Num is say 55. So here it is 55 because I want to insert this node at the beginning of this linear doubly linked list. So always the left field is null. So here I give null. So q arrow left is null. Now if our linked list is empty, how we can check our linked list is empty? If star ext equals to null, means external pointer holds null. If external pointer holds null and when I want to insert our newly created node, that node will be the first node, that node will be the last node, that is the only node in the linked list. So q arrow right should be null because this is only one node. So this should be null. So q arrow right should be null, and because this is the first node, so external pointer holds the address of this node, that is this q. In this way you can add your first node. Otherwise normal case means I have to insert our newly created node at the beginning of this linear doubly linked list. So q arrow right should be what? Q arrow right should be this p because this will be now our second node because I want to insert our newly created node at the beginning of this linear doubly linked list. So q arrow right should be this p and p arrow left here because I want to add this node here. So p arrow left should be this q, our newly created node's address, that is q. And because this one will be our first node, so star ext equals to q. So I am showing the total function. Our next function is delete a particular node of linear doubly linked list. Means a particular node's info is given and I have to delete that node. So see the discussion first. Delete a particular node of linear doubly linked list. Means a particular node's info is given, I have to delete that node. So function name is del. I am passing the address of external pointer, that is this 600, and int num. Num is that node info part which I want to delete. Say num value is 33, so I want to delete this node. I declare one variable struct node star p. P can hold address of any node. I give p equal to star ext, means value at ext, value at 600, that is 1000. So p holds 1000, that is p is the address of our first node. Now I have to search the whole linked list, and I have to search the info whose info is 33, and I have to delete that node. So I start one while loop. While p not equals to null, I have to check that node info. So first time, what is the value of p? P is 1000. Is p is null? No. Is p arrow info is num, that is 33? No. Then what you have to do? You have to p equals to p arrow right. That is, here our new p is this node. Again, this while loop. Is p is null? While p not equals to null, is p is null? No. Is p arrow info is num? Is p arrow info is num? No, it is 22, not 33. Then what you have to do? Come here, p equals to p arrow right. So p is now this node. Again check. While p not equals to null, is p is null? No, p is 3000. Is p arrow info is num? Is p arrow info is 33? Yes, p arrow info is 33. Now check if p equal to star ext. Star ext means value at ext, that is 1000. Is p is 1000, means if it is the case of first node, but it is not the case of first node. So come to this else. Check if p arrow right equals to null. If p arrow right is null, no, it is the case of last node. So is this the last node? No. So come to this else, that is it is any other node. So come to this else. Now what you have to do? I have to delete this node. Okay. If I want to delete this node, then see, p arrow left arrow right should be p arrow right. Means p arrow left arrow right. P arrow left means what? P is 3000. P arrow left means 2000, means this node. Arrow right means here. Here you have to give what? Here, because I want to delete this node, you have to give here this 4000. From where you can get this 4000? It is P arrow right. So P arrow left arrow right should be P arrow right. So it is 4000. And P arrow right arrow left. P arrow right means 4000, that is this node. Arrow left means here. When I delete this P arrow right arrow left should be what? It is this 2000. From where I can get this 2000? It is P arrow left. So P arrow right arrow left should be P arrow left. That is here it is 2000. So coding should be P arrow left arrow right equals to P arrow right, and P arrow right arrow left equals to P arrow left. Then free P, you have to deallocate this space. This is one case. Otherwise, our num occurs at the first node, means first node info is 33. Then now start. While p not equals to null, is p is null? No, p is 1000. If p arrow info equals to num, is p arrow info is num? Yes, it is 33. Now you have to check whether this is our first node or not. How you can check? If p equal to star ext, p is 1000, star ext is 1000. So this is our first node, and first node info is 33. Now what you have to do? You have to delete this node. If you delete this node, external pointer holds the address of the second node. So here you have to give 2000. From where you can get 2000? It is p arrow right, or we can say star ext arrow right. So star ext equals to star ext arrow right. So here I give 2000. Now our new star ext value is 2000. And 2000 arrow left should be what? 2000 arrow left should be null, because this node will be our first node. So 2000 arrow left, or left of 2000 should be null. So left of 2000, 2000 means star ext. So star ext arrow left should be null. So this is the case if our num occurs in the first node. Another case is if our info occurs at the last node, means last node info is 33. Then what you have to do? We start this while loop. While p not equals to null, is p is null? No, it is 1000. So come here, if p arrow info is num, is p arrow info is 33? No. Then what you have to do? P equals to p arrow right. So p comes here. P is this node. Again check. Is P is null while P not equals to null? Is P is null? No, P is not null. Is P arrow info is num? Is P arrow info is 33? No. Then P equals to P arrow right. P is this node. Again check. While P not equals to null, is P is null? No. Is P arrow info is num? No. Then P equals to P arrow right. P is this node. Again check. While P not equals to null, is P is null? No. 4000. Is P arrow info is num? Yes, P arrow info is 33. So I get this node, I have to delete this node. So first I check if it is the first node. How you can check? If P equal to star ext. P is 4000, star ext is 1000. So this is not the first node. Come to this else portion. Now you have to check whether it is the last node or not. Check how you can check it is the last node or not. If P arrow right equals to null. If P arrow right equals to null. Yes, P arrow right is null here. So it is the last node. So after deletion of this node, what you have to do, because this one will be our last node now. So here in place of 4000, you have to give null. I repeat, after deletion of this node will be our last node. So this node next should be null. How you can get this node next? This node next is P arrow left arrow right. P means 4000. P arrow left means 3000. P arrow left arrow right, 3000 arrow right is in this place. You have to give what? Null. And another case is any intermediate node we already discussed. And in every case you have to free P because you have to deallocate the space. So I am showing the total function. Our next function is count total number of nodes of a linear doubly linked list. See the discussion first. Count number of nodes of a linear doubly linked list. Function name is count. Here I am passing the address of external pointer, that is 600, and return type is integer. Actually, I want to return total number of nodes in this linked list. Stack node star p means p can hold address of any node. I give p equal to star ext, that is value at ext, it is 1000. So p is 1000, p holds address of the starting node. I declare another variable for counting purpose. It is an integer variable c, and I initialize c as 0. Now what I have to do? I have to traverse the whole linked list and I have to increase count. So while p not equals to null, till p not equals to null, I have to traverse the whole linked list and I have to increase count. First time, is p is null? No, p is 1000, p equals to p arrow right. P is this node. First time, value of count was 0. When I increase c, c becomes 1. Again check, is p is null? No, p is 2000, p equals to p arrow right. P is this node. Increase count, count is 2 now. Again check, is p is null? No, p is 3000, p equals to p arrow right. P is this node. C++, count is now 3. Again check, is p is null? No, p is 4000. So p equals to p arrow right. So p is now null. C++, count is now 4. Again check, while p not equals to null, is p is null? Yes, p is null now. So this condition false. I have to return c. C is 4. So in our linked list, there are 4 number of nodes. C program to implement following operations on linear doubly linked list. First, insert at the beginning. Second, delete particular node. Third, count total number of nodes. See the program. So this is our program. This is node structure. These are required prototypes. This is our main. In main, I initialize extptr as null because initially no linked list is there, no node is there, so external pointer holds null. I start one infinite do while loop. Do see here, this is while 1. So this is an infinite loop. In this loop, first I print one index. Case 1 is begin insert, case 2 is delete specified node, case 3 is display, case 4 is count, case 5 is exit, 6 default. Now take the choice from the user. Switch choice. Here I use one switch case control statement. Case 1 is begin insert. First take how many number of nodes user want to insert, say it is n, then start one for loop. For I equals to 0, I less than n I plus plus, take the info part of each node and call the function begin insert by passing the address of extptr and the info. In this way, repeatedly call begin insert function for creation of the linked list. Case 2 is delete specified node. So first take the info of that particular node which you want to delete, then call the function del by passing the address of extptr and the info x which you want to delete. These function delete that particular node, and after deletion again if you want to see the whole linked list, then call the function display by passing the address of extptr. Case 3 is display. Call the function display by passing the address of extptr for showing the total linked list. Case 4 is count. This function returns total number of nodes. So call the function count by passing the address of extptr. This function returns total number of nodes that is stored in no, and I print no. Case 5 is exit and then default. Now I am showing the total program. This is node structure. These are required prototypes. This is main. This is case control structure. These are required function. First begin insert function. We already discussed. Then display function. Then count function. And this is del function. Pause this video, try to do it by your own. So when I run the program, supply your choice, first begin insert. Supply the number of node you want to insert, say 5. Supply the info part of the first node, say 11, then 22, then 33, then 44, then 55. So I want to see our whole linked list, case 3. So this is our linked list. Now I want to delete specified node from the linked list. Say I want to delete this 33, the node 33. So case 2, supply the number you want to delete, say it is 33. So after deletion, our linked list is like this. And case 4 is count. I want to count how many number of nodes are there in our linked list. So it is case 4. So total number of node is 4. Case 5 is exit. So this is your programming assignment. Write a C program to implement following operation on linear doubly linked list. First, insert at the beginning of any linear doubly linked list. Second, delete particular node from linear doubly linked list. And third one is count total number of nodes of any linear doubly linked list. Linked list is very important for campusing. So try to solve these interview questions and answer me in the comment section. I am waiting for your reply. For getting more and more updates, please like, share and subscribe my channel. That's all for today. Thank you.